Good morning to all my dear kids. I hope that all of you are doing very well. So, my dear children, in the previous video, we did the back exercise of lesson number 6 working together. And now, in today's video, we will proceed further with the next lesson of value education, that is clean surroundings. So, please open up your value education books, page number 26. Now, my dear kids, please keep a pencil ready in your hands. So, the name of the lesson is Clean Surroundings. Always keep your surroundings clean. That means we should always keep our environment where we are, like whole day, if we are in school or if we are in our house, or either if we are outside somewhere, like if we are playing in a park, or if we are traveling in a car, we should keep everything around us clean. Why we should keep it clean? Because clean environment keep us healthy and safe as well. And if everything around us is clean, we also have positive thoughts in our mind. We also remain positive. So there is a situation given to you. Let's read that. Your friend gifts you a new pencil in class. Your friend gifts you a new pencil in class. You quickly take out a sharpener and sharpen it. You quickly take out a sharpener and sharpen it. What do you do to its shavings? What do you do to its shaving? Your friend gives you a new pencil in class, okay? Like if like your friend gifts you when it's his birthday or her birthday, yeah, on their birthdays, or for any other gesture, your friend gives you a new pencil and you quickly take out a sharpener and start sharpening it. Now what are you going to do with its shavings? So two situations are given to you here. Throw them on the floor and dirty the classroom, or you will collect them and throw them in the dustbin. So my dear kids, in these two situations, what are you going to choose? When you sharpen your pencil in the class, what does the teacher say you? What does ma'am say you? To go and throw the shavings in the dustbin. So that is what we should do. We should not spread the shavings of the pencil in the class. Okay, we should throw them into the dustbin to keep our surroundings clean. So please put a tick mark on the second option. Collect them and throw them in the dustbin. So now let's proceed further. We will be reading a story now. The name of the story is The Sage and the Prince. Please put your pencils on the word which I am reading and read along with me. Read this story about a prince who learns to do his own work and keep his surroundings clean. Read this story about a prince who learns to do his own work and keep his surroundings clean. That means we are going to read a story about a prince. okay, who learns to do his own work. That means जिसने अपना काम खुद करना सीखा and learned to keep his surroundings clean. अपनी surroundings को clean भी करना सीखा. So the name of the story is The Sage and the Prince. What is the meaning of sage? Sage means sadhu. We call sage sadhu in Hindi. Okay. There was a sage who lived many years ago in India. There was a sage who lived many years ago in India. Okay, एक साधु थे जो इंडिया में बहुत सालों पहले रहते थे. He had his own ashram where many children lived. He had his own ashram where many children live. What is the meaning of ashram? Where ashrams are the places where, these sages or, kids go for their education purpose. Okay. So, the sage was having a ashram. उनका भी एक आश्रम था जहाँ बहुत सारे बच्चे रहते थे. There was no difference between a poor and a rich man's son for him. Ab, what does it mean? There was no difference between a poor and rich man's son for him. In that ashram, many children used to come. Some of them used to be rich and some of them used to be very poor. But the sage, he never, did any difference between them. He was never ever partial to them. वो सबके साथ एक जैसे रहते थे, चाहे कोई अमीर हो चाहे गरीब हो. All were equal for the sage. और वो सबको equally treat करते थे. All were equal for him. He taught all the children to be neat and clean. He taught all the children to be neat and clean. Now, whenever you go to school also, ma'am also always, teach you many things about personal hygiene, that you should wash your hands before eating, you should keep your surroundings clean, you should just comb your hair neatly, you should take bath daily. Yes, all these things are taught to you. In the same way, the sage also taught all the children in the ashram to be neat and clean. He taught them to be kind and loving. He taught them to be kind and loving. उन्होंने उन बच्चों को kind और loving भी होना सिखाया. He felt sad when the children were lazy and did not do their own work. उन्होंने बच्चों को अपना काम खुद करना सिखाया था, और जब कोई अपना काम नहीं करता था, if the children were lazy, what is the meaning of lazy? Lazy means not doing anything. Okay, जिसे हम हिंदी में आलसी भी बोलते हैं. And if he saw them lazy, that they are not doing any work, that they are not doing their own work, तो वो बहुत sad हो जाते थे. Okay, children. So that is why you are also said, बहुत बार आपको बोला जाता है ना, that you should do your own work. Yes, we should try to do our own work. हमें कभी भी किसी के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं रहना चाहिए. जब हम छोटे होते हैं तब हम नहीं कर सकते, बट जब हम थोड़े से बड़े हो जाते हैं, एटलीस्ट हम क्या क्या अपने लिए खुद कर सकते हैं. What all things can we do for ourselves? Like we can keep our books on their places. We can keep our toys at their own, like after playing with them we should put them back into their places. Yes, this much of small work if we will do on our own, in this way we would be able to help our mothers as well, and we will be able to do our work on our own. The children loved the sage and always did their work on time. Now, the children also, they used to love the sage. Like you people love your teacher, no? They also used to love the sage and they used to do their work on time. Every child worked hard from morning till evening. From morning till evening they used to their study, they used to do study, they used to do their own work as well. So from morning to evening they used to work very hard. They kept the ashram spotlessly clean. There was not a single spot like of dirt seen in the ashram. They used to keep it so much clean. Now let's read further. Once a prince joined the ashram. He was very proud of himself. He treated the other children badly and did not do any work. Now what happens? Once a prince joined the ashram and he was very proud of himself that I am a prince, I am a very big person, like, okay, and he used to treat others very badly, and he didn't even do any work. Now rest of the children used to do their work, but the prince, he never did any work. He did not even clean his own room. अब वो कोई भी काम नहीं करता था, because he was a prince, he used to stay like a prince, he was very proud of himself. तो वो कोई काम भी नहीं करता था, and he और अपना रूम भी क्लीन नहीं करता था. It was the dirtiest room in the ashram. Now when he will not clean his own room, then his room become the dirtiest in the whole ashram. One day, the sage took the prince for a walk in the forest. Now, one day, the sage and the prince went for a walk in the forest. He showed him some birds making their nest and rabbits digging burrows. अब सेज उसे फॉरेस्ट में वॉक के लिए लेके जाते हैं, एंड देयर द सेज शोड हिम birds making their nest, the birds making their nest, and the rabbits digging burrows. Digging burrows we have already read in about burrows in EVS. What are burrows? The shelter of the rabbits. Okay children, so that is all about today. The rest part of the story we will read in the next class. So aap sab, you all will read this much of the story at home as your homework today. Okay, so thank you all. Bye bye everyone.